think I'm live. If I'm not, I don't know. I guess I'll just go for it. Hey everybody, welcome. It's Saturday, it's April 24th, 2021, and my name's John Wort Hannam, and we are back to phase one here in Alberta, so I thought I would rehash the herd immunity sessions, and I figured I would try going back through the catalog and singing some songs from each of the previous records. There's 7 of them, and anyhow, the first one was in 2002, and it was called Pocketful of Holes. It looks just like that one on the screen there. That was the original cover. John Wort Hannam and the Sound Merchants. That was sort of the first configuration. That was myself, Brad Brower, Tyler Bird. That was sort of like a trio. And we sort of, at least I cut, those guys were seasoned players, but I cut my teeth sort of with those guys. And when I reprinted the record, some of you might have that cover on it, Pocketful of Holes, John Wort Hannam. And anyhow, I'm going to play some songs off that record. How many songs were on that record? 11. Scotsman's Bluff, Sons of the Soil, Late November, That Boy, Seafaring Man, Wheatland, Damned Rivers, Buy Another Round, Pier 21, Fisherman's Son, and We're Getting By. Produced by Barry Allen up at Homestead Recorders in Edmonton, and funded by, in part, by the Alberta Foundation for the Arts. Thanks for that. Anyhow, let me get rid of this. Nah, let's leave it up. Who cares, right? So anyhow, I took a very non-scientific poll and asked people on Facebook and Instagram to suggest the 5 songs that I would sing. And anyhow, I tallied them up, and I'm going to go through number 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1, the most, I guess you'd say, requested song off of Pocketful of Holes. Anyhow, in fifth place is a song called Wheatland. And this is a funny sort of song in the sense that when I finished making this record in Edmonton, I had 10 songs, and Barry Allen said, I think you need a closer. You need to write one more song. And I went back to where I was staying that night, and I sat down with a piece of paper, and I wrote Wheatland. And I went back the next day to the studio, and I played it for Barry and said, what do you think of this? And he's like, yeah, it sounds great. Just do it all by yourself. So I think it's just me and guitar on the record. Anyhow, this song's called Wheatland.
She got tired of the way she heard me say there's always gonna be next year, and how I'd pack it in with another bad yield. When she couldn't take no more through the screen door, like a fool I watched her go from here. I got my things and I headed to the fields. I guess some of us are wheat, some of us are chaff, 'cause when the west wind grew back to town she blew, and she ain't coming back. And while she was pulling up stakes, I was putting down roots. Papa said you ain't nothing of a man if you ain't got any land. That's what I aim to have. Some of us are wheat and some of us are chaff. McDermott's son told me he's done and his place is going up for sale. He couldn't make it work no matter how hard he tried. He's feeling bad, he promised his dad through drought and bugs and hail he wouldn't give up till the very day he died. And I know some folks think I'm insane to sweat blood over this again, when all I have to show so far is meager. And I hear the jokes on my behalf, and in town the people stare and laugh and say he must be as dumb as he is eager. I guess some of us are wheat and some of us are chaff, 'cause when the west wind blew back to town she blew, and she ain't coming back. And while she was pulling up stakes, I was putting down roots. Papa said you ain't nothing of a man if you ain't got any land. That's what I aim to have. Some of us are wheat and some of us are chaff.
Wheatland. Boy, it's been a long time since I sang these songs. Some of you might know an Alberta musician. He's one of the organizers of the FAMI camp, the Foothills Acoustic Music Institute, Mike Crampton, and he posted on my Facebook and he said, man, might take some relearning with those songs. And yeah, it's been, I don't know, it's been 15 years since I've sung these songs. Okay, bear with me. I'm gonna plug in this one. Okay, we are moving. We are moving to number 4 in the most requested songs off of Pocketful of Holes. If you just joined me, I'm going through old songs from the first record. This is my picture on the inside cover. Look at that. That is I don't even have that guitar anymore. That's a Larrivee Jumbo. I think it was called a J10. Was a really, really beautiful guitar. You can see how big it is in the bout there, the bottom end. And I just started getting back pain playing the damn thing. But boy, it sounded good. And I found this old promo shot too of back in the day. There I am. That's that case for that Larrivee Jumbo 10, and an old suitcase there. I see it's got a Calgary Folk Fest sticker on it and something else. You can see that I have black hair, black peach fuzz. You can see now that that is it's long gone. Anyhow, number 4. I got to tell you too, my voice has lowered a lot in the last 20 years. So, you know, bear with me here. Here we go. Number 4 on the most requested. Here we go. Sons of the Soil.
We are sons of the soil, this here is our land. Yeah, and in these fields you'll see us tall. Yeah, blacker stains our hands. Yeah, blacker stains our hands. I got a tractor and a trailer and a truck and a baler and 600 acres to farm. I got hands to hire and barb fence to wire. Why 3 kids, a dog in a barn. Yeah, why 3 kids, a dog in a barn. My boots are old and worn in the sole, and one day now I'll be getting a hole. And if the fields ever fill up with rain, the water leaks in, yeah, the water leaks in. Yeah, the water leaks in. Well, last year's long drought near wiped me out. The grain was only inches high, so I plowed it back under in early September. Next year I'm gonna give it a try. Yeah, next year I'm gonna give it a try. And our government's position on U.S. competition is to go ahead and lower the price. And the wheat board bosses won't cover our losses. Takes more than subsidies to survive. Yeah, it takes more than subsidies to survive. My boots are old and worn in the sole, and one day now I'll be getting a hole. And if the fields ever fill up with rain, the water leaks in, yeah, the water leaks in. Yeah, the water leaks in. This is where there's an amazing band playing amazing instrumental sections.
but you're stuck with me playing the tenor guitar. Okay, here we go.
I got one field to harrow, I start it tomorrow. I'll be out there just before it gets light. I got another furrow, but I'll leave it fallow. Gonna save it for another springtime. Yeah, gonna save it for another springtime. My boots are old and worn in the sole, and one day now I'll be getting a hole. And if the fields ever fill up with rain, the water leaks in, yeah, the water leaks in. Yeah, the water leaks in. Yeah, the water leaks in. Yeah, whoa, ho, ho, ho.
Couldn't find that last chord. Sons of the Soil. Boy, that was fun. You know, I have memories of playing that song up at the T-Bar at Castle Mountain. And me and Tyler Bird and Brad Brower, the sound merchants, would go up there, I don't know, 2 or 3 times during the ski season. And we played it. We play sometimes in the I don't know what they call it, the big lodge. And then we do a set there in the afternoon, and then we'd go to the T-Bar. It was a lot of fun. Okay, hang on. I got to flip through my book here. I've forgotten the lyrics to most of these songs. Good. Now, when I suggested that people, choose their favorite songs, there was one song I was hoping that nobody would choose, and it's because I can't sing there anymore. But it came in third, so I feel obliged to sing it because you wouldn't have known. I could have just said, it's not in the list, but anyhow, it was in the list. Let's see if my voice can get up there. All right, the song's called Buy Another Round.
Snow's falling hard, it ain't gonna stop. 35 below, and it ain't warming up. I don't wanna go back to that damp and drafty house. Let's stay a little longer, boys. Buy another round. Yeah, let's buy another round, boys. There's no need to. No, let's buy another round, boys, and sit and talk. Meanwhile, the Guinness is still pouring, and it will be for a while. Let's buy another round, boys. There's no need to go home. Let's fill our bellies full of the liquid and the foam. My head is spinning. I'll be sick when I'm awake, but the barmaid's looking prettier with every sip I take. Let's buy another round, boys. Let's stay until daybreak. Whoa, let's buy another round, boys. Well, old man Cal's been sitting there since early afternoon. He lives around the corner in a flat, just one room. Used to be a working man as far as I can tell. He loved his wife and family, but he loved the bottle as well. Now he sits and spends his welfare check on an afternoon of cheer. Scrapes his change together for one more glass of beer. Yeah, let's buy another round, boys, and sit and talk. Meanwhile, the Guinness is still pouring, and it will be for a while. Let's buy another round, boys. There's no need to go home. Let's fill our bellies full of the liquid and the foam. My head is spinning. I'll be sick when I'm awake, but the barmaid's looking prettier with every sip I take. Let's buy another round, boys. Let's stay until daybreak. Whoa, let's buy another round, boys.
Oh, jeez.
Sally sits on a back bar stool and nurses her eye. She used to be a barmaid, now she's the local fly. She says sometimes I wonder why I ever made the change. I still spend 10 hours a day here. Oh, but now I don't get paid. And I heard some guys refer to her as the ship and anchor bank. With a little luck and a couple drinks, you can buy yourself a ride. Whoa, let's buy another round, boys, and sit and talk me a while. The Guinness is still pouring and it will be for a while. Let's buy another round, boys, there's no need to go home. Let's fill our bellies full of the liquid and the foam. My head is spinning, I'll be sick when I'm awake, but the barmaid's looking prettier with every sip I take. Let's buy another round, boys, let's stay until they're great. Whoa, let's buy another round, boys. Let's buy another round, boys. Let's buy another round, boys.
Oh, okay, I'm not going to sing that for another 20 years. Buy another round. That was the number 3 requested song off Pocketful of Holes. I got to tune this one down for the number 2. Hang on. Okay, here we go. I gotta turn this guitar down a little bit. So the number 2 requested song off Pocketful of Holes is Pier 21, and Pier 21 I guess I feel like I understand the story a little bit. For those of you who don't know, I wasn't born in Canada. I was born in the UK, in Jersey, in the Channel Islands, and we came here in '76. I was just a kid. I was like 9 years old, and we've stayed since. But I've often asked I used to ask my dad, why the decision to come here, and even in 1976, there was still that sort of belief that North America was a place where you would go to sort of make a life and get ahead a little bit and things like that. And I remember my dad said to me once, he said, I just didn't want you kids to end up in the pubs like everybody else in the village. And so we're here in Canada. So yeah, feel like I understand the immigration story, even though Pier 21, I can't remember when Pier 21 eventually closed. I think there were still some ships coming in the 60s, but it was, if you immigrated to Canada by boat, anywhere in Europe type thing, chances are you landed at Pier 21 in Halifax, Nova Scotia. And for those of you, if you're listening down in the States, our Pier 21 is kind of like your Ellis Island. It is the place where they got off the boat and was sort of, quote, processed and became citizens and stuff like that. All right, Pier 21, here we go. Hang on, my guitar sounds horrible. Oh, I forgot to turn the page. I need a helper.
Well, he shook my hand, said, son, what are your plans? And turned away, for he cried. I said, in Birmingham, I'll ride a train far as I can. take it somewhere oceanside. On my ticket it's written, the Empress of Britain will take me to a Halifax port. With the gangway raised, everyone will wave as we sail away from the shore, Dad. As we sail away from the shore. He said, go, laddie, go. Go, laddie, go. Find your dreams over on Pier 21. Go, laddie, go. Go, laddie, go. But don't you ever forget where you're from. He said, I rarely succeed giving you what you need, but son, you know, I try hard as I can. And son, here's hoping a lifetime of coping has made you a better man. Well, I've always thought the lessons you taught would land in making my mark. With script in hand and the promise of cheap land, I'm going to make a new start, Dad. I'm going to make a new start. He said, go, laddie, go. Go, laddie, go. Find your dreams over on Pier 21. Go, laddie, go. Go, laddie, go, but don't you ever forget where you're from. Well, the clothes on my back and this old gunny sack hold the only possessions I own. A few notes in my pocket, my gold-plated locket to console me when I'm lonely for home. And I'm grateful for all you've done. I never felt like I went without with what I had. But I'm proud to be your son, and I'm proud to call you my dad. You know that I'll miss you, my dad. You know that I love you, my dad. He said, go, laddie, go. Go, laddie, go. Find your dreams over on Pier 21. Go, laddie, go. Go, laddie, go. But don't you ever forget where you're from.
Pier 21. I went to Pier 21 a couple times, and it's a beautiful museum. There's a museum there. Is it a UNESCO heritage site? I feel like it is. I feel like it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Anyhow, there's a great museum if you want to go to Pier 21 in Halifax. Well, we're getting there. Number one. Page 6. I should give up here. I'm going to give a shameless plug. You know how I know all these lyrics? Because they're in my songbook. Available on my website. First 75 songs, lyrics, chords. It's all there. Thank God I did it, or I wouldn't know what the hell I was saying right now. All right. Sometimes I get asked, what's the first song you ever wrote? And, oh, right. Hang on. Yeah, I get asked lots of times, what's the first song you ever wrote? And there were, bits and pieces of songs, early songs. I remember I wrote this song called something like The Sun. The sun's coming up, the sun's coming up, the sun's coming up. Something like that. And I wish I could say I was like 5 when I wrote it, but I was like 25. Anyhow, not much has changed. All right. So when I think about the first song that I actually thought was a song, like that had like a decent story and some verses and a bridge, and I was pretty happy with it. It's this song, and it's the song that kicks off Pocketful of Holes, the record. It's Scotsman's Bluff. Big thank you and shout out to Andy Donnelly from CKUA, who gave me shit because I had written Scotsman's Bluff, and if you have the first record, not this second pressing, which has the correct title on, but if you have the first pressing, this one, that cover, if you look on the back, you can see it says Scotchman's Bluff. And Annie Donnelly, the fine Scot that he is, gave me shit and said, dude, that's not Scotchman's, it's Scots. We're Scots, we're not Scotch. So, anyhow. I think this is the key. Let's give her a shot. Hey, thanks for tuning in, you people who have tuned in. I'll be back in 2 weeks. I'm going to do the next record, which is Dynamite and Dozers. That's what's on that record. Church of Longgrass is on that record, which seems to be a fave. So tune in for that one. 2 weeks from today. Same thing, 5 songs. I'll post about it on Facebook and Instagram, and you can send me in your vote. I'm not sure if I should play this down here. Where should I play this? I guess it's here. Okay.
This land soaks into your skin, settles somewhere deep within, like a hard rain from above. Son, I cannot tell a lie, but just between you and I, she's got a hold stronger than any woman's love. And I've seen years with no rain, and I've seen years when the summers brought hail, and I've seen years when the wind was blowing hard from dawn to dusk, blew my pastures into dust, but I wouldn't change one single day, spend my time any other way, oh, any other way. I was young, didn't know enough when I rode to Scotsman's Bluff with my Emily. Now who kissed who I don't recall, but I married her that very fall. 7 kids in all she gave to me. And I've seen good times roll, and I've seen bad times take their toll, and I've seen times when everything was so damn hard that it could just take a man from boom to bust, but I wouldn't trade one single day, spend my time any other way. And I first rode when I was 4, I don't ride much anymore, and my old felt hat looks tired. But old cowboys don't die, son, they just put their eye on the setting sun, and they ride out one last time. They ride out one last time, one last time. Whoa, I've seen the seasons changed out here on the range. I thought I'd leave She's been my lady for some time, yeah. Well, I know now that I've been blessed to spend my days in the West. I can't imagine any other life. When you lay my body down, put it in the prairie ground, somewhere deep inside. But I've seen days when I thought I'd come far, and I've seen days when that all fell apart. But I've seen days when I thought that everything was so unjust. I made a fist and I yelled and cussed, but I wouldn't trade a single day, spend my time any other way. And I first rode when I was 4, I don't ride much anymore, and my old pal Hadley's tired. But old cowboys don't die, son, they just put their eye on the setting sun, and they ride out one last time. They ride out one last time, one last time.
Woo! Well, Mike Crampton, I didn't think I was going to make it through those 5 songs, but I made it. Hey, thanks everybody. It's fun. It's fun for me to do this. It gets me to pick up my guitar and revisit some of these old songs. And I'm struggling a bit, that's for sure. I know we all are. I'm struggling a bit with not playing, not seeing my friends play live. There's such a great music, group here in Lethbridge, Alberta. And I mostly just know, the roots musicians, Sheila Miller, George Orsini, and Skinny Dick, and Dave McCann, and those guys. But there is a great rock scene here, and there's a great electronic scene here. Lots of people making music in Lethbridge, Alberta, and I miss that. Anyhow, I got my first vaccine on Thursday. Felt like shit on Friday, but I feel pretty good today. And what are we going to do, right? Curl up and die? No. All we can do is just put one foot in front of the other. So thanks again, everybody. Thanks for letting me pick up my guitars again and feel them and strum them and play them. Take it easy. I hope you have a great Saturday night. I don't know what you're doing. I think we're going to watch Star Wars Empire Strikes Back tonight. And I don't know. We'll probably make a pizza. I don't know. Okay, take it easy, everybody. Have a good night. Bye now.